doing it. You supposed to be happy you sitting there with Kid L. Why you mad?
The Kid L Podcast.
Rocking and rolling. We got my boy Diego in the building. What's happening, man?
What's the word, my brother, man? Kid L.
My dog. It's Memorial Day, man.
Memorial, man. I'm guy running a special. I got to get in here, dog. I feel special. I feel special for catching a special.
I like that we're doing this on Memorial Day, man. I like that we're staying in the entertainment. We're staying creating content. I think I went to Kroger on Christmas before. I think I did. I'm pretty sure I did.
No, for sure, bro. Like,
which is crazy because I remember like 10 years ago, I never could imagine any place was open on Christmas.
but I would be mad if they was close. You feel me? Like, now since I was a kid, I noticed like McDonald's and shit never closed on Christmas. I used to eat McDonald's and shit for like Thanksgiving, like, cause I would be staying in New York and shit. I ain't had no family and friends and shit, but like Thanksgiving and all that shit, I would just go spend like $20 in McDonald's. So I knew all that shit was open on holidays.
Yeah, man. Like, who the hell's working on a damn holiday, man? Like, that's crazy. But I think they do purposely. Like, okay, obviously 7-Eleven, primarily, like, there's Indians that work there. And I don't think they celebrate. I don't think they celebrate most holidays that we celebrate. So they're like, all right, fuck it. That's why. And then some places, I think they purposely hire certain ethnicities because, like, you can work on this fucking day. Like, you can work here.
Hey, that makes sense, bro. That makes sense, bro. What's I don't know if you mind me asking, what's your ethnicity?
I'm Chaldean, which is Christian Iraqi. It's like Arabic, basically.
Okay. Your family is straight from Iraq and shit?
Yeah, my family came from Baghdad, Iraq, like 35 years ago or something like that. Yeah, they landed here, started off in Warren, and then they eventually kind of branched off to like Oak Park and then like more to the suburb areas.
It's crazy, bro. I got an offer to play basketball in Iraq, bro.
Seriously?
Swear to God, like good money in like 2018.
Damn.
You know what I mean? Good money, bro, but my family wasn't with it, bro. They was just scared for me. And I'm not afraid of that shit. I'm like, I know the history of basketball. I'm like, man, there's no players ever been hurt. You know what I'm saying? Shit like that. So I'm like, fuck it. But I was younger, bro. Just, you know what I'm saying? I needed that support to make decisions and shit. But
Can you pull that microphone in again? You want like a fist from your face. Yeah, like right there. Yeah, that's good.
right there.
The only thing I can remember, wasn't there like a soccer team where like the plane fucking got, like, wasn't there like a soccer team that was on a plane and like crashed or some shit?
I think I heard that shit, bro.
Yeah, there was like a whole soccer team, bro. It was either hockey or soccer. I forget which one it was, but like the whole fucking team crashed. Bro, think about it. You just like an entire team got wiped out, bro. That's fucking
That's
crazy.
sick.
Yeah,
as an owner, bro.
Man, well, in many damn ways. But yeah, I know. Like, but Iraq, obviously, 2018.
You ever go visit?
Nah, I think it's too like crazy over there to like visit. Like where I had this girl I was dating, and she said she went there, and it was like very, very like poor. Like,
for real?
Like she said, you have to use the floor to use the bathroom. Like basically, like you have to make your own hole to go pee and stuff. I was like, damn.
I guess it depends on like the company you around, I guess. Cause some motherfuckers is out there, like those team owners, bro. You could just tell that they living pretty good. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I talked to a couple guys who was out there, like older, probably around like 32. They've been out there for like 8 years. They love it. You know what I mean? So
yeah, it could be like cities that have like, you know, are more civil, like, you know, have it like more together, like financial wise and like whatever. But so you were hooping. You've been in dunk contests and shit, man. You have some highlights out there and stuff, man. When did your basketball career start?
Well, basketball, man, I've been doing since middle school, high school, but I had to start taking it more serious, like, towards the end of high school, because I just wanted to go to college and shit. You feel me? But I didn't. My grades was fucked. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was really locked in on football. You know what I mean? So I just ended up taking that switch to basketball. It was late, and I'm like, shit, I got to take this shit serious if I want to do something. And I just start putting in hella hours, bro.
Damn.
It paid off. You know what I mean?
So you
everybody I went to, like, everybody even knew when I was younger and everything, they vouched that shit like, damn, bro, like, you wasn't supposed to be that. You know what I mean?
Man.
You feel me?
You started off in the city?
Hell yeah.
Oh, you're from Detroit, obviously?
Yeah.
Where did you play basketball when you were out here in Detroit?
Shit, just AAU and shit. I played at Southfield High School, though. You know what I'm saying? We was one of the best teams in the state back in that time. We We made it to Michigan State championship 2 years in a row. Lost to, they got them good teams like Kalamazoo, Ann Arbor, shit like that. But we made some noise, man. We had a bunch of transfers, 4 D1 players on one team,
Damn. What year was that?
11.
Did you ever get to face any people in the NBA now?
Oh, yeah. I mean, on my time overseas, bro, I done been on teams with NBA players. I done dunked on NBA players. You know what I'm saying? Like, I done played against NBA players. Yeah, like, I feel proud when I'm, like, on the same court as an ex-NBA player or something like that. It lets me know I'm that close every time. Like,
who'd you get to play with that people would be familiar with?
Sam Cassell Jr., he was on my team. That was my point guard. Glenn Rice Jr., I won a championship with him. Let's see. We had a Mike Glover. I don't know if he had a long stint in the league. My boy Paris Bass, he just played for Phoenix Suns last year.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? He from Detroit too. But Darrell Summers, he from Detroit. He played in, I think, the Charlotte Bobcats before they was the Hornets or some shit like that.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
So you're playing on an elite level. Like,
yeah, bro. I done seen a couple nice countries.
well, that's cool. What was your first experience playing professional?
It was some bullshit in Europe. I took a bullshit payment, like, coming out of college, man. Like, you would hear professional basketball, you thinking, like, shit, I'm rich, motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? So agents hitting me up, they sending me messages and shit, but it was like, I found out that these bullshit deals was really out here. Like, I'm talking about bullshit, like, $2,000 a month, you know what I'm saying? Like, and you leaving your family and all of this shit. By the time you buying food and shit every week, man, you coming home with no cheese, you know what I'm saying? But I believed in myself, you know what I'm saying? I took one of those bullshit deals.
Damn.
I ended up quitting by, like, Christmas, you know what I'm saying? I told my agent, like, I'm going home for Christmas. I'm not coming back. Find me something better. And I did good enough. I ended up averaging, like, 22 points my first half of that stint in my professional career. And
What team did you play for?
it was in Kosovo, Europe.
Oh.
It's like a Albanian country. It's connected with Albania, more Eastern Europe. Western Europe is nice, like France and Italy and all that shit.
So they're offering like $24,000 a year, basically, to go overseas.
But you don't do even the whole year. You're doing like 6 months.
Oh, wow. So you're
You
making
feel me?
like fucking basically $14,000, $12,000 a month.
Coming back,
a year.
trying to get this shit together. You feel me?
Ooh, so the only thing it could be useful for is obviously like having it in the portfolio, experience maybe.
Building your resume, bro.
Yeah.
You feel me? And when you get, like, if you catch a bullshit contract like that and you go over there and you fuck around and average like 15, 17 points, like, you might feel like you did good, but you just bullshitted, bro.
For real?
You just bullshitted, bro. 15, 17 is cool in a
NBA.
good league, you know what I'm saying? But if you going over here playing for this bullshit, oh no, bro, don't pass the ball.
I used to gamble. Like, I used to have a gambling problem. And I used to gamble on.
I do right now.
Huh?
I do right now.
You have a gambling problem?
Right now.
Yeah, man. FanDuel and shit.
I feel like I just give them my money. Like, it's just a hobby now. Like, I'm gonna give you some money today.
Yeah, exactly. When I had this like bad gambling problem, I would gamble on a game, like an NBA game. I'd lose like $1,000, and then I'd be like, I need my money back. And all the games were over, so I'd have to go to the overseas games. So I'd have to watch like Chinese basketball and shit. Oh my God, man. I was betting crazy money on these teams I never heard of, players I never heard of, can't even understand the announcers, who scored. I don't even know. I'd be watching the game and like not know what team I'm like, what team I even betted on. I'm like trying to guess, like, I think it's this team. But the players fucking sucked, man.
Bro.
The scores were like 40 to like 50.
And
like,
that's the thing, like, I appreciate FanDuel for that shit. See, sometimes I see teams I played on and shit, you feel me, like Brazil and shit like that. But like, what I appreciate about FanDuel when it comes to overseas basketball is they literally don't know if a player hurt. They don't know if, you know what I'm saying, what this team really is about, even if they had 2 bad games. Like, so you just got to kind of, I mean, if you know it, you know it. But I lose my money gambling soccer, bro. I don't know shit about soccer, and I gamble soccer.
man.
And hockey. I don't know why I do that shit.
Yeah.
Soccer.
The adrenaline's crazy. That's why, right?
Yeah, bro, just like, fuck it. NBA not hooping. No NFL.
Yeah. I used to do that too. I used to literally gamble on anything that was because you can gamble on live games. Like if you use like certain gambling websites, anything that's live, you can gamble on it. So there'd be video games I would gamble on. I used to gamble on people.
Stop.
I'm serious. People used to play 2K. They still do, but EA had like a you could watch people play, and I would gamble on the fucking games. And I would just like use common sense. Like I would watch this guy on a 5-win streak. He's using fucking Golden State. I'm watching the other guy that he's about to go up against. I'm like, I'm betting on the guy that's on Golden State that's going on a 5-win streak. Yeah, and I would win every fucking time. But the shit that would kill me is they would glitch. They knew how to glitch the game. Like all the best players in these sport games, all the best players in 2K and all these sport games you guys play, the best players know how to cheat the game. They know all the glitches. They know all the ways to make players do stuff that's unrealistic to win the game. And that was something I could never be down at. I was like, man, I can't watch this anymore. This is like, or play the best knowing that you're just cheating to win, basically, or doing something unrealistic, basically. Do you remember in the early 2K, people used to set charge screens at like half court?
Oh yeah, hell yeah, that was my thing.
You used to do that?
That was my thing.
See, man,
for
you
sure.
ruined the game for everybody.
Bro, I stopped playing games like probably like 3 years ago.
For real?
Because of fucking 2K, bro. Probably like 5 years ago, bro. 2K is stressful, man. Like, that shit not a video game no more. Like, if I want to shoot a fucking 3 because I did a sweet move, I should be able to make the 3. It's a video game. They making this shit so real, like, spend $100 and you can make this fucking 3-pointer. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, damn, you used to be able to just create a player 99, 99, 99, 99. You know what I'm saying? Let me go dunk on everybody. It's a video game. Now this shit is like, no, do 100 hours in the gym like real life, motherfucker.
Yeah.
You can make this shot while you open. Like, miss layup, all that shit, 2K became stressful, bro.
Yeah, they're trying to make it like a simulation.
Yeah, like life. Like
Yeah.
it's life. People,
Yeah, literally.
you feel me?
You can have a house now and shit in 2K.
You can get drafted by the fucking Detroit Pistons in 2K. In real life. Like, that shit is crazy, bro. In 2K.
And people started seeing real money off of it. That was the most exciting part, right? Like you could literally make a career off of playing video games. Insane, bro. Like
I think that shit started here in Michigan too.
for real?
Yeah. I went to school with this guy named Delane. He had like a I wish I knew the exact name, but it's like a esports, like
Yeah.
he
That's
caught like a crazy deal, man, with like fucking with like Diddy and them. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I'm like, damn. But esports done blew up bigger and bigger every year. And I see T Grizzly fucking with the
Grand Theft Auto.
Grand Theft Auto. Said he ran up a bag, and I'm not into that world, so I don't really know. But
Yeah, it's like a whole thing, man. You can be a Twitch streamer, you can be a YouTube streamer. There's all these platforms where you can play video games and make tons and tons of money. You just have to have like a good personality. These days, I'm hearing that
also
it's
they
less
listening
about.
to you more than you watching you.
Yeah, that's what I heard. I heard these days it's less about skill and more about just the person that's playing the game. Because there's guys who are actually terrible at video games making tons of money just because they're so funny or
Entertaining.
yeah, but then the guys who make the most money, like that guy Ninja, are the guys who are like skilled and they can entertain you at the same time. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I get caught up watching that shit on Facebook.
So when you're playing against NBA players and playing with NBA players, I mean, you obviously, do you think you could have played in the league?
1,100%.
So you for sure could have played in the NBA.
Yeah, 100%, man. Like I've been very close. I done worked out with some teams, you know what I mean? But I was just one of those guys. I made it hard on myself. You know what I mean? I got released from different teams, hothead shit. You know what I mean? Like, but it was a point of time, like, I definitely felt like I was the best player in Detroit. You know what I'm saying? Not for a long time, but it was a point of time, like, hell yeah, I come home, everybody better know me as the best player in Detroit, for sure. You know what I'm saying? That was probably like, for like a year and a half. Who got him with the bun? I used to hoop with the bun on my head and shit. Who got him with the bun?
You're talking about Detroit, just like obviously the city, like not the actual damn team, like
No, the city. Like
Yeah,
it was I
Who's
feel
hooping?
like every hooper know each other or got a vision of each other or seen each other before, and I felt like it was a point of time, like, hell yeah, I knew I was the best person in Detroit. You know what I mean?
Have you ever been to any of the leagues that like any of those
Like
small?
PBL and shit?
Yeah, like
hell yeah.
the
This
hoop
one
runs?
that just started last week. I'm not on the team right now though, man. I've just been focusing on the music, bro.
Yeah, for sure. That's
Giving it-
interesting though, man. You played at the high ass professional level. What teams were you training with?
Well, I worked out with Pistons, of course. Pistons gave me a little love, man. I can't say I got anything from that, but Cleveland and Philly, those
Oh.
3 teams. I tried to stay more over here. You know what I mean? Didn't want to.
What separates the guys that like make the cut and like the guys who just almost get there but just doesn't happen?
I think it 100% comes down to your history. What have you done? You know what I mean? So when I'm going through the workouts, you know what I'm saying, we displaying talent at that point. We can see who is who. Okay, I like this guy. Let me bring him back. I like this guy. I'm going to bring him back. So now we got the core guys that we about to go into camp with. So now at this point, we're not displaying talent at all. We're running plays 5-on-0. We're doing like defensive drills 5-on-0. You just checking nobody. You know what I'm saying? Shit like that. So I start realizing like, well, basically after they released me, this was Philly. I'm like, damn, like we didn't even display talent. You know what I'm saying? And I realized like it just came down to who the fuck am I? Like, who are you? This guy right here went to Louisville. You know what I'm saying? The country knows his name. Everybody in here can dunk. Everybody in here can hit a 3. Who are you? You know what I mean?
Really?
Yeah, hell yeah. So it just came down to the history of it. Like,
Yeah, I forgot who I was talking to about that, man. I think I was talking to Vince Heartbreak, which is Lindsey Hunter Jr., Lindsey Hunter's son.
I seen him.
Yeah, and I think he was the one who was telling me that basically there is politics and as a part of getting drafted or as far as playing in the NBA or getting signed. Because for me, I thought it's like, okay, if you're the best, that's how you get on. Like, there's nothing else but you being the best or being the, like, accelerating.
Now it's becoming like that. See, now it's a lot more cameras at every game. You know what I mean? It didn't used to be cameras everywhere. You know what I mean? Like, now you can score 4 points today, you can score 4 points tomorrow and score 4 points on Wednesday and put that shit in the highlight tape. You know what I'm saying? For real. And you could have a 12-point highlight tape and look pretty good. You know what I mean? But that shit wasn't always available. So politics, that is politics. You got to be a part of politics. You know what I mean?
So a player, let's just say there's 2 players and they're almost toe-to-toe, but one's a little bit better. But his politics are worse. Like, as far as, like, he doesn't really have anything to back him up as far as where he's played or history or anything like that. But he is a better player than the other guy.
Mm-hmm.
The other guy has more media press. He's, has that town behind him and all that. Like, does that matter? Are they going to pick the guy who's more skillful or the guy who has the more of the history?
They're going to take the guy with, before it used to be the skill. Like, but right now it's all about, like, you know what I mean? Michigan University don't want that kid that's just talented anymore. You know what I'm saying? They want that kid with the good background. How's your GPA? Both of y'all can hoop. I can make him give me a win too, just like I can help make you give me a win. So it's different now. Like, the Allen Iverson era is dead, bro. They don't want no bad boys. You know what I mean?
John Morant's like the newest phase of that.
And it came mid-career. You know what I mean? It didn't start like that.
Yeah.
So.
And so, yeah, that's obviously why, like, it wasn't like they could scout that out, like, right away.
Right.
It came out of nowhere. Fucking crazy, bro.
That shit wild, bro.
Yeah, man. Well, you're an artist, man. You understand, like, both sides of it. Being a basketball player, being an artist.
Yeah, see, I've been doing music for a while, and I understood, like, I just felt like the world don't accept ball and music at the same time. It's hard to, like, and if you do ball and you do music, you get kind of that ball player that's doing music image. You know what I mean? So at this point now, if I didn't even mention it to you, people wouldn't even know I play basketball. You know what I mean? That's how locked in on music I've been.
Yeah, man.
You know what I'm saying?
Talk about the music career, man. When did it start?
I was a SoundCloud rapper. So around that time, I was just dropping shit. Wasn't really, you know what I mean? I never really did it for the views or the clout or anything. I just love music. Just dropping music. And I could recognize, like, I got a good ear. I could recognize if I'm dropping bullshit or not. You know what I mean? So I've just, when I look back, I'm like, yeah, that shit wasn't good. It's probably why I wasn't pushing it. You know what I mean? But
Yeah.
once I was playing in Brazil, and I was making a bunch of music on my iPhone, and I just fell in love with that shit, bro. And I was like, I think I'm going home and I'm about to take this shit serious. You know what I mean? So I had always been dropping like I booked studio time and shit, but then I tried to lock in with a studio, lock in with somebody, lock in with a producer, everything. Yeah. That's when I started taking it more serious. I would say like 2019. You know what I mean?
Were you still playing basketball at the same time? Like,
Yep.
as like in the professional level?
Yep, I stopped hooping 2021.
So, okay, so you started making music 2019. You're in Brazil at the time, you're saying?
No, when I was first recording, I was in Mexico, but
Oh.
I wasn't like fully in.
Who the hell were you recording with in Mexico?
Bro, I met this sweet ass motherfucking named Beat Boy. And he was signed to like Sony Records. You feel me? He was popping. And the thing about Mexicans, bro, they support is different. You know what I'm saying? Like, you do a little something in your city, like, because they not all doing that. You know what I mean? So if you do something, everybody on board. The parents, the high schoolers, the middle schoolers, your friends, everybody on board. So like,
Is B-Boy from like the Die Antwoord squad?
fuck, I don't know his squad for real. I know he was signed to like Sony.
That's probably him. That's fucking crazy. You worked with him?
Yeah, bro. Like, just tapped in on some cool shit, smoking weed and shit. You feel me?
Is he
fucked
bigger?
with-
Is he a bigger guy?
No, he not big.
Oh, okay. All right.
Okay.
Yeah, I was about to say that's.
He's Spanish. He speaks Spanish.
How did you? So you speak Spanish too?
Not fluent, but I can.
So how'd you like? Okay, how'd you meet this guy anyway? Like, what the fuck was the?
Shit, like just hooping, bro. Like, people be cool. I'm a cool guy. You know what I'm saying? I kick it with a couple musicians. Tell them like, shit, I rap too. They like, come to the studio. You know what I'm saying? We just smoking, we chilling. They wasn't fucking with my music because I'm rapping English, and they not rapping Spanish like Spanish hip hop. They rapping like, I'm way to talk, money, think of me, like club music. You know what I'm saying? Like Bad Bunny type shit. You know what I'm saying? So they was making like big songs, but they let me use the studio. And he told me like he would just make deals with me, bro. Like, y'all win these next 2 games, but I mix this shit for free.
No
You
way.
feel me? Shit like that. So just started making shit over there. But then my fucking team was fucking with me so much. They would play my songs in the layup line and shit. The dancers, like we had team dancers and shit, they would make a routine to my song and shit, like with the smoke and everything. So
That's sick.
that shit was love, bro. Love, like, didn't have to do it, but they love me.
So that's like a huge motivational factor for it, obviously, right? Like your music's fucking getting circulated. It's like getting played like locally and shit, in a place where people it's probably
they can't
foreign
even
sounds.
understand me, bro.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
They just showing love.
That's crazy as fuck. So that So how'd you continue from there? How were you? You were obviously motivated there.
Shit, when I came home, bro, I just locked in. Like, I know you met Shot Killer before,
Facts.
but he was the first one to like really like embrace me. You know what I'm saying? Take me under, like, start giving me like unlimited studio time and shit, man. So I give all flowers to Killer. You feel me? For real, bro, with the beats and everything, the connections, the knowledge. You know what I mean? But
Yeah.
besides that, shit, I just came in, bro, basically just using the funds. You feel me? Just using the funds, trying to connect. I got a song with GT and shit. You know what I mean? Just trying to collaborate, man. You know what I mean? I know what it takes, and everybody's door not open all the time. You know what I mean? But
Yeah.
shit.
Can you bring that microphone closer? You can
Yeah,
just
my
drag
bad,
it.
my
in.
bad.
Oh, you're good. You can just pull it in if you want. Oh, yeah, it's good too. Yeah, you know, I noticed you work with Diego too, which is pretty cool.
Now, Diego, that's my dog. He was one of the first people to lock in with me too.
Mm.
And I appreciate Diego, man, because Diego worked with a lot of big artists, man. You know what I'm saying? And when he told me this to my face, like, I'm never gonna forget about the up and coming. You know what I mean? And once he told me that, bro, I just, you know what I mean? Diego get his flowers too. You know what I mean? Like,
Diego's been working his ass off.
he's
He's
so-
like busting. Like, he's
and he
low.
worked with you, bro.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
he's low key one of the most established directors in Michigan right now for music videos for sure.
I tapped in. I got a video with Paulo. I don't know if you know him. He shot like 2 million up, Peasy and shit. You feel me? I tapped in with him like in 2021. But I was telling Diego, like, bro, every cameraman know you. You know what I'm saying? Every videographer know you, bro. Like,
Yeah.
state to state. You know,
He's been doing it for a long ass time, and he's very consistent. He was one of those people that was like, I'm gonna put quality in whatever the fuck I do. I'm not gonna half-ass things. Like, if you're gonna work with me, we're gonna actually work and try to make shit happen. So, dude, I remember his start. Like, man, that's so crazy. He started off like just so raw and like just used what he had, and now he has like a whole fucking
So you seen it
team.
all, huh?
Yeah, he has a whole team. He has a whole fucking set of equipment, like a whole truck load of equipment. Man,
What you was doing before the podcast?
me?
Yeah.
I was shooting music videos.
Damn, I think I did hear that, bro.
Yeah.
You were shooting for Big Squad or everybody?
In 2012, I was shooting for like local artists, and then 2017, I started shooting for Sada Baby.
Okay.
And then
That's
like
what's up.
fucking yeah, from there I was just shooting for everybody, like Lou Graham and shit.
Doing
Fucking-
your own edits and stuff too?
Yeah, I was doing everything by myself. I was literally single-handed. And then me and Nick met Hello Visuals. We started shooting more Sada Baby videos together towards like 2020, 21. We started shooting more together. And then I kind of like stopped doing it because it was too much, bro. It was like, you can get killed and shit. I'm like, come on, man. Trying to shoot some productions and get killed? That's not cool, man. Like, even Kiefer was telling me, Hustleberry and Kiefer were telling me a story about how they got like shot at during a video shoot. And I was like, man, get the fuck
I
out.
know somebody got hit in the head shooting the video, bro.
For real?
Shooting it. He alive. He just shot my last video. His name's Spike La Familia on Instagram.
He got shot in the head?
In the head, bro.
By an accident?
By accident, straight bullet.
See?
And lived, cameraman. And he's still shooting.
What happened? Like, they were just like shooting the video and like the gun went off by accident? Like, how did it happen?
Motherfuckers came up, I guess, and hit the spot.
Oh, he wasn't a target. It was just
no,
like.
he caught a stray, but
Oh
it hit
my
his head.
God. Wow, man.
Yeah, he lived, bro.
I remember.
Shout out to Spike, man. My boy, he just shot my last video.
Me and my dog Muna one time, I was shooting a music video for my dog Muna from Big Squad, and we were looking for a street to shoot in. We were supposed to go to this Coney Island and shoot, but I was like, man, we need one more street to shoot in. He's like, all right, man, just pick a street, let's go. I'm like, all right. I picked we're in Detroit. I don't know the streets like that.
The shit not like.
I picked a random
This ain't
ass street.
Cali, though.
Yeah, I was like, let me just go shoot in that street right there, bro. So me and Muna pull up to the street, and we're getting ready to shoot the video, and like 6 guys come out of a house. They're like, yo, you got a pass? And we're like, what? They're like, you got a pass to shoot here? And then they're like, hold up. They went back in the house. When they went back in the house, I was like, oh, they're coming out with that shit.
They ain't playing.
For some reason, our car disappeared or something. Like, I don't know what happened, but like we were kind of stranded for a second. I swear, and you can ask Muna, God strike me down, a fucking storm broke out
In the sky.
out of fucking nowhere. A storm broke out. It was and like raining and thunder and lightning, and so the guys that went inside were like I guess they figured like, all right, we're not about to come back out to that bullshit. It's raining now. So like within a split second of these guys going inside the house to get whatever the fuck they were gonna get to, whatever they were gonna do to me and Muna, a fucking storm broke out. I'll never fucking forget that, bro. I was like, that was God, son. Like we found the car, we got in, and we dipped. It was crazy, bro.
They was on Cali time,
Yeah,
bro.
man. They straight up said, they're like, you guys got to pass. And I knew once we like kind of looked shocked, one of the guys was like, okay. And then they like went inside the house. They weren't gonna get guns. They were gonna do something for sure, bro. So that was another like big sign for me to stop. I was like, bro, this shit is not fucking worth it. Like shooting music videos in the hood, I did it for so long. So many times I got in so many situations, it's not fucking worth it, bro.
Man, that's why I try and be cautious even with my lyrics, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm real big on live by the sword, but die by the sword. You feel me?
Right.
So
What do you like? Do you restrict yourself when you want to talk about stuff like that, or like how do you do it?
It's not that I even want to talk about it. I just naturally, that shit just don't come to my mind. You know what I'm saying? It's just, I don't want to lie when I get on the mic. You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers look at me. You can tell I ain't killing no motherfucking body. You feel me? Unless shit, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's Detroit. You know what I mean? Shit have happened, but like I ain't got to get on that mic and lie to nobody. You know what I'm saying? And then I know my history of like music and talent, man. Talent can always rise to the top. You feel me? Like everything don't gotta be shoot 'em up, bang bang. It's a bunch of motherfuckers forget like Big Sean made it out this bitch. You feel me? Dej Loaf made it out this bitch. Eminem made it out this bitch. They ain't never rapped about dropping shit. except Try Me. You feel me? But like,
It's a big deal, huh?
you feel me? Like, shit, motherfucking LL Cool J, Ice Cube. You know what I mean? This shit just go forever, bro. Forever. Like, you can be yourself. You
No, they
know
were
what I
talking
mean?
that. Ice Cube was talking that shit though, bro.
Ice Cube did talk that shit.
was
Ice
trying to
Cube
take-
was an American gangster. You right.
Yeah, but also like there's a lot of.
But he know how to. Ice Cube knew how to make that shit media wise. My bad, bro.
Oh, you're good. Well, you got to look at this too. Ice Cube had like a fucking group of reinforcement. A lot of the rappers in the city feel so comfortable saying the stuff they say because they know nobody can really get near them. And so the artists that don't have that kind of backing and protection, I mean, you know, they're the ones who should be scared of saying stuff on the internet.
Type shit.
You know what I'm saying? They run their mouth and they forget this shit's real. And then
The shit definitely real, especially. You gotta understand this shit real, especially here. This shit is not a joke.
Yeah, bro. You say the wrong thing on Instagram, bro. You literally somebody will pull up to your crib and like that shit could go. Or they're gonna see you at the. I got knocked out at a friend's party before.
Fuck
because-
out of here.
I'm telling you, I did music. Remember when I used to do music reviews? I gave this guy a music review.
Oh, bro, that's how I first found out about you.
Yeah, man. I was doing that for like 3 years.
Bro, I used to love them bitches.
Yeah.
But you used to All right, let me ask you this, though.
Yeah.
G shit. Did you do that shit, like, to straight troll? Like, was it a troll time, or was you like, if this motherfucker hard, I'm really about to give him his flowers?
That's what I used to do. Like when I
No,
came,
you did give some
Yeah.
people their flowers. I did notice that. Yeah, you're right.
When I started music reviews, all that happened when I started music reviews is I woke up one day and I was like, man, somebody's got to tell these artists that they either got it or they don't, because nobody's doing that and nobody's being honest. So I got up, I set up a little production, and I literally just started reviewing music off of YouTube from Detroit. And I'd be like, this guy's good, this guy's not good, this guy's good, this guy's not good. But I was very abrasive in the way I would say it. Like I had no filter in how I would say it.
Bro, that shit was fire, bro.
Yeah,
you was
but-
telling motherfuckers, yo, intro too long, all type of shit.
I
Like,
was knocking the music video directors. I was doing two things. I was knocking down the music video director and knocking down the artist. Like, yo, this is what you guys need to do to improve yourselves. But the thing that was crazy in the beginning, I got why people were upset, because I was criticized. They didn't know what the fuck it was. Like, what the fuck? Like, I didn't know I send my music to you and all of a sudden you get to bash me and go crazy and talk crazy shit to me. I'm gonna fuck you up. So after I got past like 10 episodes, I don't know how I got past them. Then I expected people to understand what the show is.
Right.
You get it now. Like, you've seen what
right.
I've been doing.
I'm not lying to you guys.
Yeah, and then like you get to episode 60 and then somebody's like, I'm gonna kill you when I see you. Bro, did you not watch the last 60 episodes where I was toasting everybody up? Why are you so surprised that I'm critiquing you this way when I've been doing it for 60 episodes? You signed up for this. So then I started sending a disclaimer to artists.
I was scared to send you my shit, I ain't gonna lie.
Bro, I used to send a disclaimer to artists. So when an artist would send me his music for review, I used to send a disclaimer. I used to literally say, like, attention, your music is about to be reviewed. If you want to stop this music review from happening, I will do that. We will not post it. We will not get it out there. So just tell me now, do you want to be...
Oh, you used to send it to him beforehand, let him watch it?
No, not the video.
Okay.
I used to send them a form that said, do you agree to be a part of this before I review your song?
Right, live.
Do you agree? And they used to say, yes, I agree. Everybody would agree, but then they would still get mad at me after. So it was fucking crazy, bro. But anyway, I went to my friend's party one time, and the guy's like, you reviewed my song. And I'm like, yeah. He's like, we're going to talk about it later. Next thing I know, I'm on the fucking ground, cement, fucking blood coming off my head. I'm like, oh my
That quick?
God. That quick. So I was like, all right, I'm done doing music reviews because I'm going to get my ass whooped for this shit. I'm not trying to get killed because
He corny, bro.
Yeah. I'm not trying to get killed because your music sucks, man. Like, let your music suck in peace. You know what I'm saying?
That's corny as hell.
But you didn't send your shit in, though.
Hell no. I was scared of you, bro.
You're scared of the truth?
No, I thought my shit was hard, but I didn't know if like I couldn't tell if you was just a troll page. Like, you feel me? I'm like, damn, is he just hoeing everybody?
No, I give a lot of people fucking... I used to have the Best Song of the Week awards all the time.
I missed that part. though.
Yeah, no, hell yeah. We used to do the Best Song of the Week and the Worst Song of the Week. Fucking... They used to
Damn,
go
bro. Hey,
crazy.
people used to send some bullshit, though, bro.
Bro, I was fucking gatekeeping bad music. I should start doing it again.
You should.
But I feel like...
Because that's still his own lane. You got your own lane right now.
Yeah.
But that's a crazy lane, bro.
But I think it's too easy to do it. If I did it, I would have to do it for free.
No, but you didn't do it like how I would do it. Like, I would do it like, oh, yeah, this is... You was being like Simon Powell.
Yeah, I was fucking shit up. Remember that one where I fucking kicked the computer? There was one where I literally jump kicked the computer to stop the song from playing, and there was one where I picked up. There was one time where I literally picked up the computer and I put it in the trash.
I remember that one.
Yeah, I used to go crazy. I used to tell people like I used to make fun of the people in the music video. Like why is dog standing like that? Why is this dude like that? That guy's ugly as hell. Why is he in the video? Like I used to go crazy, bro. That shit is classic to this day. But anyway, yeah, you know, honesty is good, but you get good results on your videos when you post your shit. That pussy song you guys put out, like that fucking did numbers. Like that bitch went crazy.
Trying to, man. I'm trying, bro. This has been a better year though, for sure. This has been probably the best year.
What was the early signs? You know, besides obviously, you know, in Mexico, you know, you're lightening up, but when you come back to Detroit, what was the early signs that you had something going on?
Honestly, I kind of didn't need. I didn't need nobody or no type of signs. Honestly, it was just in my head, man. I knew what I wanted. I knew what I could do. I got a good ear for music, from R&B to rap. I make 1,000 songs. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm sure a lot of artists do, but I know when my shit suck. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm honest. You know what I mean? So I didn't have to like see anything. I just made the decision. You know what I mean? And then like when I sent the song, Diego was the first video, you know what I mean? So once Diego fucked with my song, once I shot it to him, I'm like, all right, my shit can't be that bad then, you know what I mean? This guy pretty vouched. He's saying he'll work with me, you know what I mean? So I was like, all right, I think I'm on to something, you know what I mean? And
then for you, you're saying you didn't really need to know, like from Detroit, if they liked it or not, because you have your own self-awareness, and it's not really just about Detroit.
Right. And I always knew, like, I didn't know, but in my own mind, I felt like my number one fan didn't have to come from the high schools around here. You know what I'm saying? My number one fan could come from Utah. My number one fan can come from Ohio. You know what I mean? Anywhere. So I never got caught up in, I need to just please Detroit so bad. You know what I mean? Like, fuck, I love this shit. I sleep here. You know what I'm saying? But shit, the world is bigger. I seen the world. I fuck with the world. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because you've had the experience of being in other places. You know that there's people who different perceptions of what sounds can mean to somebody, right?
Yeah.
Like you didn't have to be stuck in the Detroit lane. Like
no,
that's
man.
that's the saddest part is like everybody is trying to make music for Detroit, and it's like if you're not genuinely making that, if you're just making it because you think you have to make it for Detroit, then you're just contradicting yourself as a person at that point. You got to make it because you love it and because it means something to you, not because you're trying to, you know, cater to a certain demographic.
Real, man. And another thing is I got older parents, man. I got an 80-year-old dad, you know what I mean? A 63-year-old mom. So they tag in on like the shit they just straight don't want to hear. You know what I mean? And I got to take that shit. You know what I mean? Like, but coming from an older perspective, like, it's like, okay, you want to satisfy a 13-year-old, you want to satisfy a 25-year-old, you want to satisfy a 35-year-old, you want to be able to satisfy a 50-year-old, at least enough to just say, nah, this shit is straight boo-boo, you're not going, you know what I mean? Because, shit, like a Snoop Dogg, you know what I mean? Snoop Dogg can literally satisfy every age group, you know what I mean? Somehow, but he can, you know what I mean? And it's possible, you know what I mean? So my mom she trying like, she keeps me on focus, on track, like your target. What's your target? You know what I mean?
What did you kind of come to the conclusion with? Is it like kind of everything very broad? Like you want to just...
Nah, my target, I had to switch my target. My target, like my lyrics, I grew up with like Cartoon Network and shit like that. So my lyrics relate to like I can say some shit about Pokemon or Friday or whatever. Everything I say is very knowledgeable. Down, you know what I mean? Denzel, it don't matter, bro. Whatever. But I'm switching my target to basically like a 13 to 25. That's the motherfuckers that turn you up. Motherfuckers that's 28 years old, 29 years old, they're not going to concerts. The people going to concerts is 18, 19, 20 years old. Them the people buying music, buying T-shirts. So I start switching my content. You know what I mean? Try and find out what TV shows they watching. Not the shows that we grew up on. We grew up on SpongeBob and Patrick. We know that shit. But what are they watching? Yeah. What do they like? What's their favorite show? What do they go to school and talk about? You know what I'm saying? Shit like that. So I'm just trying to relate. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's true, man. Even it's happening faster than ever. I was just at this coffee shop and this kid recognized me. He's like, "Yo, you have a podcast?" And I was like, "Yeah." And then he's like, "Man, I know you have a podcast, but I haven't seen any of the episodes. Like, paid attention to it." He's like, "Who have you interviewed?" And I started naming some rappers from Detroit that are major rappers, but they're like kind of older rappers. Like they've been around for like 5-10 years.
Right.
He's like, "I don't know none of them." I even said Sada Baby. He's like, "I don't know him."
It's crazy.
I was
how
like,
this
"So,"
shit works.
I was like, "So who do you know?" He's like, "Oh, do you know who Baby Tron is?"
You got to keep up, bro.
And then
This
I
shit
was like,
wild.
"What the fuck?" So when he said Baby Tron, I'm thinking to myself like, "Oh my god, I didn't even think." Like, how do you
Thought
not
he
know?
wasn't a big artist.
Yeah, no, well, not only that, but like when I looked at this kid, he was like this white fucking skinny ass Starbucks kid. All I was thinking to myself was like, damn, like, so you don't know who Sada Baby is, but you know who Baby Tron is. It was
Nah,
like the
that's crazy.
But 3 years ago, if I said Sada Baby,
Right.
yeah, of course I know who he is. I know Block's Party. I know this. I know all this shit. But it's like he knew who Baby Tron was. I almost wanted to take him to the side and be like, "Damn, bro, who else do you know? Like, who's popping? Like, what's going on? Like,
Right, bro.
give
No,
me-
for real, because that's damn near where we at. Like, bro, we got to find out what the fuck. We turn on Netflix, bro. We turn on Netflix for us.
Yeah.
What are they turning on Netflix to watch, bro? You know what I'm saying? For real. Like,
Yeah.
what are they watching in high school? You know what
That's what I'm saying.
Like,
Like there is something we just don't know because when you're following all the Detroit pages, you only think that's what's happening,
you
right?
think
You don't-
that's the world.
yeah, like. But then you go to a different city or you talk to this fucking Starbucks kid and you realize like they're not even paying attention to the shit you're paying attention to. I had that kind of enlightenment one time. I was working at a law office like 5 years ago for like 2 days before I got fired, and I remember like talking to the lawyer. He was like the head of the fucking law firm, like the fucking guy like on the billboards and shit. And he's like, "So what do you do, like, besides this?" And I was like, "I shoot music videos for rappers." And I started naming some of the rappers. He's like, "Man, I don't have a fucking clue who you're talking about or what you're talking about or even that there is a rap scene in Detroit." And it gave me, like, this moment of enlightenment. Like, dude, there's some people who don't even know shit about what the fuck we're doing, but we think it's so important. Like, we think what we're doing in the
think
rap...
this shit is life,
Yeah, we
bro.
think, like, what we're doing in this rap game is, like, the craziest thing in the world, but there's people who literally don't care and don't even know about it, that it even exists. Like, it's just your perception because of what you accumulated through time, everything you've been paying attention to.
Man, I had somebody tell me I had a post on Detroit Rap Daily. Random comment. It stuck with me though. And he was like, yeah, this guy hasn't what'd he say? Payroll and Peasy, man, they struggled for 5 years. Blah, blah, you know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. And I'm just like, bro, why do you feel like this is my mind. I'm like, why do you feel like everybody need to struggle? You feel me? And I'm not saying they did struggle because he's fucking dumb as hell. You know what I'm saying? They legends. But I'm just like, why do you feel like motherfuckers gotta, you know what I mean? Like, everybody don't gotta go take the same path. You know what I'm saying? Random example, who the fuck is Blueface? You know what I'm saying? Blueface popped up and was like, I'm here. You know what I mean? Just whoever, bro. I never... T Grizzly is what? He all-star?
All-star ball hard, yeah.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I never knew T before first day out. You know what I mean? But shit, I'm sure a lot of people didn't. You know what I mean? But motherfuckers act like you got to drop like failure tapes or something, or you know what I'm saying, to start ringing shit. And it's like, bro,
And that's a
that
good
don't-
example again, Baby Tron. Literally, like,
Babe,
Kinda
come on,
feels
Skilla. Give me go. You know what I'm talking about? When I heard that shit, I'm like, all right, Skilla hard, bro, from the first shit. Like, man, you know what I mean? Motherfuckers don't. People try and put their fears onto you type shit, man. You got to be confident in
well,
yourself.
the thing is with Detroit music is that because of the fact that there was a low amount of exposure for Detroit, that now that there is more exposure, now that's why there's more opportunities. And it's easier for artists to kind of make it to some degree, because before, no labels wanted to sign artists out of Detroit like that for real. Like, even I had Big Herc on here, and Big Herc said that the reason they didn't want to sign Detroit artists is because when Tupac got killed, all the labels were like, fuck that, we're not getting involved in no street shit, and Detroit is super, super street.
The same way with basketball, bro.
Yeah.
I swear.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know what it is. Like, Pistons don't sign Detroit players. You know what I'm saying? They signed Josh Jackson. Didn't work out. But
Man, Josh, Josh literally, his bio literally says fucking Big Squad on it. So they're scared of his ass right away. Like, what are you talking about? Miles Bridges was fucking with us and shit. You know?
Damn, I think Miles back next year, bro.
Yeah. He's making music too. He's just like you.
Man, I'm trying to get a song with Miles, bro.
I can get you connected. Frank, you know Frank Capo? Capo, his artist he's our friend from Big Squad. Well, yeah, he's our friend pretty much, but I don't know what he's signed under. He's signed under FTB, which is Miles Bridges' label. So Miles Bridges is rapping and Capo are rapping together.
I be seeing I see the FTB.
Yeah. That's Capo, so he's he fucks with Big Squad heavy. But yeah, Miles Bridges is rapping and shit. He has a studio in his crib.
Oh, that's fire.
And he's
in Flint?
I think it is somewhere out there, yeah. So it's kind of like the same kind of angle. Like, who else? Andre Drummond was a rapper, basketball player. So there is an interesting aspect, right? I always have a theory with artists that you either pay to play or you get paid to play, right? So there's nothing wrong with paying to play because it's basically just marketing yourself. You're getting yourself more exposure, and eventually over time you accumulate a fan base and people that support you, but you got to get that exposure. Some people are totally against paying for exposure. Some people are totally against paying for collaborations and all that, and I do understand that, but it is you're just slowing down the process of success when you
think
do
so?
that. Yeah, you slow down the process of success when you're not getting yourself more exposure. How do you get yourself more exposure? You get on platforms, you do features, you go to events.
100% correct.
You might have to pay to perform at that place. You might have to pay for that feature. You might have to
correct.
pay to get on that platform or whatever it is. But guess what? You just fast forwarded the process because now you have 1,000 more eyes on you that you didn't have before, and there is no other way to get those eyes unless you get a viral moment, which is super hard. That's like a gamble.
Right.
You know what I mean? What's your thoughts on it?
My thoughts is you are 100% correct. I want to play devil's advocate.
Mm-hmm.
So let's say, all right, so now let's say you got the opportunity to pay for this show, pay for a feature, pay, you know what I'm saying? All these different things. My question to you is, the people that are paying,
Mm-hmm.
no, wait. The people that are collecting,
Mm-hmm.
did they come up in a time where you paid to play, or did they earn it right before the paid to play era? You get what I'm saying?
Pay to play's always been a thing forever, since even the 80s.
So you feel like everybody with the opportunity right now to collect also paid?
Yeah, I paid. Yeah, I paid, man. I was paying all these social, man. Yeah,
That's
man.
fire, bro.
Yeah,
but people need to hear that. Like,
I paid
motherfuckers,
when I
yeah.
was doing music reviews. I paid Haha Davis like $1,000 to post a song I reviewed that he made. So Haha Davis had made a song. It was hilarious. I reviewed it, and then I paid him like $1,000 to post my review
That's fire.
of me reviewing a song.
Yeah.
Guess what happened when I did that? My DMs got loaded with people who wanted song reviews, right? So that was the system behind it.
Now I always wonder, like, damn, dude. Basically, I'm like, I understand the investment. You know what I'm saying? I'm just asking myself, basically, like, what if you just keep putting the work in? Did they just keep putting the work in, or did they?
No, everybody pays, man.
Everybody pays to play.
Everybody pays. And there is I'm not going to name the name of the artist, but
You
there's
don't got to tell me that. It's just, education, man.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't know that. You know what I'm saying? You think you could do it yourself, and you can't.
There's these two artists in Detroit that collaborate with each other. One's bigger than the other, but a lot of people don't know that the guy that's coming up with them is actually paying for those features. He paid for
Wow.
like 15 songs, and so everybody thinks that these guys are actually clicked in when really it's this dude just paying for features.
Damn, you got to.
So that's like a whole thing. Some of these like friendships that you're seeing are actually paid collaborations.
Is it the babies?
Huh?
Is it the babies?
You can't ask me who. I can't say who.
All right, bet. Damn, that's deep. That's
Yeah.
deep. Makes sense, though.
Yeah, that happens in the mainstream too. The mainstream has people that paid for a feature and then they just kept continuously.
So what do you feel about, like, management versus self proclaimed type thing? Did you ever have a manager controlling your bookings and everything?
No, they tried. There's people who are trying to sign me. There's people who are trying to get me to do podcasts on their platforms and like start my podcasting for their brand. And I've denied everybody because, dude, that'd be the stupidest thing. Why would you give up something you know is
So
gonna be
you can handle
successful?
this yourself. Like I can run this, bro. Basically, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. You only sign on two reasons. One, heavy desperation. Like you are broke, homeless, and you're gonna die if you don't fucking get a contract. Like
G
something's gonna happen to you. And then the second way is you just need a little bit. You need more gasoline for the fire, pretty much. Shark Tank has the best approach with it. Like if you watch
Shark Tank fire.
Yeah, if you watch Shark Tank, what do they always say? We don't want to start somebody from the ground up. We want to get somebody who already has motion, and then we're just going to add to that fire. We're going to add to that flame. And then that person's going to grow. No manager wants to look at somebody who has talent and be like, you have talent, but you have no motion. I'm going to take you and make you have motion. They want to
Bro,
see
I
that you
was-
already have motion first.
That's crazy. That was my next question. So I seen you was like diving into the managing scene.
Yeah.
So basically, we not doing artist development, bro. I'm managing what you got going on.
Yes.
Did I catch that shit?
You didn't catch it.
Fuck. But yeah, bro, that make
got it.
100%. Like I'm not developing you. I'm managing what you got going on. I'm your manager.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That makes 100%. That makes sense, bro. Because I've been looking for a manager. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, damn. I shoot my shot, bro. You feel me? I shoot my shot.
Yeah.
Pause. You feel me? But, like, shit, like motherfucker ain't trying to work, but it makes sense, dog. Like I'm not in this to develop you. And from an artist perspective, you would contact the manager because they got shit going on. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like you have to. Every manager wants to see that the artist has his own motion, and then they go like, okay, you know what? You proved that you're responsible. You can do it yourself, and you built a fan base,
Right.
and you're moving, and you're serious about this. Now I'm gonna help you. I'm gonna help fund you. I'm gonna help get you networked, circulated. I'm gonna help market
Manage
you,
what you
get you
got
on
going on.
platforms. I'm gonna give you access to things that you don't have access to. That's what a manager's job is to do. A manager's job is to give you access to things that you don't have access to help build you. But they're not there to give you talent. They're not there to
Right.
give you motivation to want to do this in the first place, or take you from ground zero with no motion and give you motion. Those are like, they try to do that with Papa Activelli. I don't know if you remember Papa. Like he was
From here?
yeah, he's from Detroit. He was like a
Oh yeah, with the missing tooth.
yeah, like the whole, they tried to do that with him. They tried to take him, and like they were like, you this guy is
Man, I heard he was getting robbed.
He was. Well, yeah. I mean, there's a lot of people that were working with him that were just taking his money. He said he came on my Papa came on my podcast and said he never received one YouTube check for all the songs he released. He said, I didn't know how
Where
to
my
use
money
YouTube.
at? He don't know where it's at.
Yeah, he doesn't know where it's at. Whoever was managing his stuff took all of his money. So, he's an example of somebody where people saw it and they're like, I can turn this guy into something. And look what happened. You know what I mean? So,
Took advantage.
yeah, you
That
get
sound
taken.
like some 80s business. Some Quincy Jones shit or something. Dog.
Yeah, man. Well, look now, all these labels, all these independent people are starting labels. It's super, super interesting. Like everybody's trying to sign a rapper now. Everybody's trying to sign an artist. People are coming out of the woodworks and like, I'm going to sign you. I'm going to sign you. I'm going to sign you. It's because what they're really doing is they're becoming loan sharks in a sense. Like, all right, bro, I'm going to give you 3 racks and you just got to give me 35 by the end of the month. Okay? To find a way to turn my $3,000 into 35.
Now that's tough as fuck. I didn't know that's what's going on.
Yeah, you do that with 10 artists. They don't know that. They have all these artists signed under them. Well, all they do.
And these artists really coming back with it, huh?
Yeah, it's like you got to be smart. You got to like. Why do you think everybody's trying to sell features, man? Everybody's trying to
Right.
sell features because they got to fucking pay somebody.
Motherfuckers is trying to sell features with no, bro. And that's one thing. See, that's why I appreciated Shot Killer, bro. He was the first person to tell me like, a motherfucker collect feature money from you and can't give you the results of what you just paid. You know what I'm saying? You could pay. All right, I'm gonna keep it just in a broad, random perspective. If you can give somebody $1,000 for a feature, right? Good voice, good feature. You know what I'm saying? But they don't even put it on their page and shit, right? You literally could have recorded that song yourself and put $1,000 on Instagram and Google Ads. You know what I'm saying? Because if they're not gonna promote it, you pay for that feature and if they're not gonna give you the results from it, like if they're not gonna use their platform that you're paying for, you know what I'm saying? Then just use that shit yourself, bro. You know what I mean?
Well, that's artists pick and choose, right? You'll pay them for the feature, and then they get to go. If it's fire, I'll post it. If it's not fire, nobody's ever gonna see this video.
And I've been there, bro. I done paid $3,500 for a feature, bro. $3,500 for a feature, and didn't get a fucking shout out. Didn't get a follow back.
Damn.
Feel me? Didn't get a follow
Detroit
back.
rap.
Yeah.
Damn.
Um,
You gotta angle that mic towards you. Yeah, you can just.
Yeah.
So Detroit rap. So basically, you paid $3,500 for a feature from a Detroit artist, and then they didn't shout you out or do anything to promote it.
Didn't post a song. Didn't tell motherfuckers the song dropped. You feel me? None of that shit. Still one of my favorite artists. I only want to work with artists, honestly, that I value as like, you know what I'm saying?
Story post? They give you a story post?
Bro, nothing.
Nothing?
Bro. Nothing, bro. I don't understand. But look, let me tell you some G shit. Let me tell you some. I ain't been around the Detroit rap scene, a lot of rappers and shit like that. I be in my own lane and I fuck with who I fuck with. So I bumped into him again. And bro, not complimenting me, but he like, damn, bro, you still going? Like that. Like that's what he said when he seen me in the studio. And I felt like I didn't want to take it as disrespect. You feel me? But I took it as like, okay, I see why he didn't fucking promote it. He thought I was just a bullshit come and go nigga. You feel me? I'm not no come and go nigga. You feel me? So basically I'm like, when he seen me again, I think it brought a newfound more respect towards what I'm doing, because I think he was just viewing me as like, you know what I'm saying? It was a lot of pandemic rappers. It was a lot of, you know what I'm saying? I feel like he just viewed me as this a motherfucker who just came across some money, about to pay for a fee. You know what I mean? Anything. And I respect it. You know what I'm saying?
Well, it's not his business, though. If you're paying for a feature, it's not that person's business to know how serious you are about your music or anything like that. Their job is to make the song with you and promote it, right? Sometimes that's not in the agreement. Like sometimes they go like, well, we didn't agree to promote. We just agreed to make the song with you,
Right. Which
I get that part too. But generally speaking, when you're paying for a feature, you're expecting exposure from it, generally speaking. So the song was made and you guys released it, and did anybody see it just based off of your push?
I mean, I put that shit on my tape. I dropped my first project, Hoop Dreams. You know, feel me? That was my first, like, let motherfuckers know I'm kind of done with basketball. I'm doing music. You know what I'm saying? I put that song on there. The best it did is it got a star. It got a star next to the song. You feel me? But shit, nah, it ain't.
Why'd you stop playing basketball?
Honestly, bro, I'm too emotional, man. You feel me? Like, I take this shit too serious. I think I'm better than I see motherfuckers, like, I don't know, man. Once I got released from the NBA teams and shit, bro, I took it the wrong way, basically. I'm too emotional. You feel me? I took it as, you're supposed to take that shit and turn up and go grind more, and I took it as, how the fuck did I put in all this work for so long and still didn't do it? And I'm tired of overseas, bro. When I would go overseas, I felt like I was taking a paid jail break. You feel me?
Wow.
Straight up. Like, I'm going to jail for 8 months, but I'm paid. You know what I'm saying? Like, damn, bro, I love you, bro. I'll see you in 8 months. Telling my mom, I'll see you in 8 months. You feel me? Shit like that. And I just got tired of that shit. Like, leaving your girlfriend, you know what I'm saying? Then I told you I got older parents. My dad, 80, my mom, 63. You never know what they last day, they last breath. Well, I can't do no 8-month contracts no more. You know what I'm saying? 9-month contracts. So,
what was the most you ever, I mean, obviously it's on the internet. That's the only reason I would ask you, but like, what's the most you ever made overseas on a team?
all right, I'm going to tell everybody now, overseas basketball is not NBA basketball. You feel me? A top paid overseas basketball player may touch $1 million.
Damn.
You feel me?
That's cool though.
Yeah, that's great. You feel me? That's great. I wasn't that. Shit, I made good money. I made more than Americans. You feel me? But shit, highest I ever made, bro, was 12 a month.
That's cool.
Yeah, great. It's great money and bonuses. You feel me? You get bonuses for all type of shit.
So you're making like doctor money.
Great money. It's not $1 million, like, you know what I'm saying? But it's...
Is there ways to make money on the side when you're overseas? Like signing autographs or anything like that? Or
depending on who you are, bro. It's all about your charisma. I was lucky enough. I got 3 billboards. You know what I'm saying? I got like like I said, I was able to perform in clubs, bro. Like rapping English in Spanish speaking countries and shit. Like just fucking with club owners, just being cool, being charismatic.
That's
Just
cool as
meeting the
fuck.
right people. You know
That's
what I
fucking sick, bro.
mean?
A lot of your videos past 10,000 mark, right? Past the 10,000 view mark,
Yeah. Yeah.
which is pretty good, man. Like I always tell people, it's not easy to even get 1,000 views.
And that's a lot of love to my Spanish supporters, man. You feel me? Like just from shit, people never understood why Tekashi was so big. Like we not fucking supporting Tekashi. Guess who was? You know what I mean?
Tekashi, oh my god,
Bro,
bro.
Tekashi, bro.
I did kind of wonder. I thought it was all the kids or something. You're right. It's overseas, right?
Bro, the Spanish, bro, they support, bro. They support, bro, especially Mexicans. You feel me?
Bro, there's money overseas.
I seen Ray and V's in them now fucking with what they in, like China, Japan, or some shit like that.
Are they?
Yeah, some big overseas shit, but it's smart. Like I'm like, yeah, y'all cracked the code. Cause if you know, you know. You know what I mean? Go do a show in China, bro. They don't give a fuck who on that flyer. You know what I'm saying? They come in. That bitch gonna sell out. Like, if you know, though. You know what I mean? Like, bro, they cracking the code early. You know what I mean? Fuck going to Georgia. They going to China. You know what I'm saying? Like,
That's crazy. Yeah, that's almost why I kind of wanted to rebrand the podcast and put like something on Detroit on it, because I feel like people from other cities will look at like, I want to know what's going on in Detroit. And like when it says Detroit, it means something more to them, like to tap in and watch and view what's going on, because
I think
feel
you
like
kind of. I didn't mean to cut
No,
you
no,
off,
go
bro.
ahead.
I think you kind of like you stamped with what you're doing though. Like I think people know what you represent. I don't know if that's your target. If you saying you want to expand bigger than Detroit, but I kind of feel like in a sense of Kid L, in the sense of No Jumper, them the two biggest podcasts I know. You know what I'm saying?
Damn.
And No Jumper, we know that's based in California. You know what I'm saying?
I don't think our podcast is stamped like his is. Like his is fucking crazy. Like that's like a ginormous like leap as far as like how much bigger theirs is. But like I don't think. More so to say like, I was thinking about it because the intrigue to people to know about Detroit it's a real thing. People just want to know about fucking Detroit.
Bro,
The
we have
people just wanna
nothing to visit but people.
Well, no, because you know everything about it. Like you know,
It's just us, bro. We just cool ass people, bro. Honestly. You know what I'm saying?
when it comes down to Detroit, though, there's that image of what it is to other people outside of the city, and that's an intrigue. So you got to look at the fact that a lot of the people that are making money in the Detroit music scene are making money from outside of Detroit as well. Like they're making money from listeners in California and all these. Like look at where they tour. Go pull up a tour list.
You gotta figure it
From
out.
a rapper from Detroit. They're touring everywhere and like will hit Detroit once sometimes, but they're going everywhere else. So that means that all these fucking other cities, dude, are fucking tapping in with Detroit heavy.
And the up and coming, we so focused on trying to satisfy our city. You feel me?
That was just a light bulb moment that you just said that.
Bro, for real, like, honest to God, what city is Bryson Tiller from? He satisfies everybody, bro. You know what I'm saying? I don't fucking know where Bryson, you know what I'm saying? Like, the shit is it's just so many people. Where's Summer Walker from? You know what I'm saying? It's just, not even just R&B, but rappers, all type of people, bro. Like, you get so caught in trying to satisfy one core group, but really you can just satisfy humans. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you're right, bro.
You can just satisfy humans,
That's
bro.
definitely a clip right there, bro. We're so focused on the city, we forget that there's millions of other people that will promote us in a way heavier way and tap in with us way heavier.
Tap in and please, when are you going to sell a T-shirt? You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like,
Yeah.
anything, bro. In Detroit, honestly, this one of the hardest places to get love from. You know what I mean? For real, bro. Like, shit, it's so cold. Like, and I can't blame. Like, I reach out to so many artists, bro, producers. You know, so many artists and producers I reach out to, and I understand. Like, you got to take in consideration where we live. You know what I mean? This shit not safe for everything to just be collaborating. I put a studio in my house. I can't let people come record in my house. You know what I mean? You got to. So I understand, like, the wall. You know what I mean?
No, I totally agree with you, bro. It's not simple. Like, that's the sucky part for entertainers. When it comes to rap music, rap is the only field of entertainment where there's a danger element in it. So you can't just do whatever you want. If you want to be an entertainer in any other type of entertainment, like if you want to be an actor, there's no danger aspect to being an actor.
Zero.
If you want to be a jazz musician, there's no danger aspect. The only thing that has a danger aspect is rap music because there's things affiliated with it. There's things that just come with it naturally. Where it comes from naturally has violent tendencies.
Where you start, yeah, basically.
Yeah. So like it sucks because even when I was trying to come up, I was trying to be funny because I am funny. I love being comedic and I love doing that stuff. And then there's like, oh yeah, but you're gonna get killed for that. You know that, right? I'm like, oh man, come on, man. I was
Bro.
trying to make it for people to laugh. I'm gonna get killed. Come
So
on,
do
man.
you think that's the city or you think that's hip hop? Honestly.
I think it's a mixture. I think it depends on where it's coming from.
All right, so let me
But
watch.
most hip hop is from
Urban cities.
urban cities. So
So let me give you a perspective too. Why I think hip hop does plays a part, but I think the city play a part too, man. At least in our perspective in Detroit, because let's say it's Memorial Day weekend, right? And let's say you take a trip to Miami or Virginia Beach or Myrtle Beach, you know what I'm saying? Something like that. You know it's going to be a good time. It's Memorial Day weekend. For sure, it's going to be a good time. In Charlotte, wherever you go, it's going to be a good time. And I feel like in Detroit, Memorial Day weekend, it's for sure going to be a couple people dying this weekend. You know what I mean? And it's for sure. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I feel like that's the difference. Like, you can go some other places and you guaranteed fun. In Detroit, you're guaranteed somebody died this weekend. You know what I'm saying? A couple people. You know what I mean? And I think that's the difference from like why we stay so conservative. You know what I mean? In a sense.
yeah, it's what brings the intrigue, right? Because again, I'm not calling Detroit barbaric. What I'm saying, the barbarianism of murder, like, and consistently
It's consistent, bro.
people consistently getting murdered in certain areas is an intrigue to people. So there are obviously clearly there's a lot of murders that happen in Detroit. That's not like a fault. That's a reality. You can just open up any app and figure that out. It's like on major lists that will name Detroit one of the most dangerous cities in America. And some people are proud of that shit, obviously. Like, you know, you can see it, not obviously, but I'm saying like you can go on forums and see people like, yeah, we should be number one. Most fucking
you can see
violent.
that shit.
So there's some people that like that idea that it's violent. So I'm not making a false claim here, but Detroit, it does have violence, reports happening consistently, right? So that's an intrigue to people because it's like, damn, people are getting killed. What's like the most, okay, when you watch movies, the most dominated part of it is movies
that's
with
what
violence in it. So that's just like reality.
But that's what I was getting at when I say people only visit Detroit for the people. We don't have nothing for you, bro. We don't have a cool mall. We don't have roller coasters. You know what I'm saying? We don't have water slides. We literally have cool people, and we can show you what this shit about. You know what I mean? But every motherfucker, I'm talking about every celebrity, every girl from every state, they really want to come to this bitch, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's like, it got to be us. You know what I mean?
People, yeah.
It's the people, bro.
The people, yeah, pretty much. Do basketball players talk about where they want to play? Do you ever hear them talk about Detroit?
No player wants to come here, bro. It's kind of bad, superstar wise. Now, as an average player, hell yeah, you want the check, period. You know what I mean? But a superstar, we'll never get one.
You don't think we're ever going to get an NBA superstar?
Unless he a gangster. You feel me? He got to be like an Allen Iverson, but we call Allen Iverson old. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It got to be like fuck that, I'm there. Jimmy Butler will come do this shit. Somebody like, yeah, I don't give a fuck. We going to be better. You know what I mean? Somebody like that.
Man.
But nobody like, not no Jokic or no LeBron, no Tatum. We might can get a Jaylen Brown. You know what I'm saying?
Who do you think, if you could put a piece in it, and if you could just draft one player, even if it was a superstar, but he could only be one player, onto the Pistons, who do you think would make the most sense?
Coming in this year?
Yeah, like this year. What we have now, you can only just add this one player.
Wemby, bro. We not getting him.
Who?
Wemby.
No. I'm saying that's active right now. That's like anybody in the NBA.
Oh, anybody in the NBA that could change our whole career?
Yeah.
Take us to the offs, and we got Cade, we got Ivy, we got Durant. Stewart got to go. Stewart is like my height trying to do a 7-foot man's job.
Wow.
You feel me? I think Joke, bro.
Jokic?
Yeah.
If he came here, we'd be dominant.
If we came here, we'd be number one in the East.
Damn.
You feel me? Like number one that quick. Wouldn't even lose. And the East is open, bro. Because Joke could beat Giannis. Joke definitely going to destroy Miami if he get the chance. And who else? Boston? Yeah. I think Detroit.
Why do you think the team's been bad for so long?
Because we cracked the code and y'all was all here in 2003.
Yeah.
2004.
Chauncey.
We cracked the code, bro. And I don't give a fuck what state you was in. Pistons was your favorite team. You know what I'm saying? We had no all-stars.
Yep.
And it worked, bro. And we won a ring. And then we went to the championship every year after that. You feel me? So once we cracked that code, Detroit stuck to the code. Like, fuck it, we not getting no superstars. We about to try and put together. So now every year they like, shit, if we get him off they bench and we get him off they bench, we might, but it ain't worked.
Yeah, because I think it was Chauncey for AI. That was like the downfall, right?
We had Chauncey, we had Rip, Tayshaun, Ben.
Yeah.
Then we brought Sheed at the end of the season.
Right. But I'm saying when it all fell apart is once we traded Chauncey for AI, I think. That was like
Chauncey dipped to Denver. He was still killing.
he was doing good with Melo. They were chilling. AI wasn't doing shit. I don't remember what AI was.
Detroit was still went. Nah, Detroit didn't win.
Nah,
with AI.
once AI got here, it was over.
We ain't
I remember
shit
because I was
with AI.
super, super excited, and then AI was like on the bench half the time or something. It was really
I
weird.
remember he did
benched him
that
in, like,
interview. He
Yeah.
did the interview like, what MVP don't start or some shit like that.
Yeah, like they weren't starting Allen Iverson on the
what the fuck is
Pistons.
y'all talking about?
It was crazy, man. I was watching. I was like, why is Allen Iverson not on the court? And then obviously we got like Ben Gordon, Tracy McGrady, like all this weird shit just kept happening. We're like, this doesn't make any fucking sense.
And that was the start of it. That was the start of our old Wash shit. That's when we start trying to get Wash shit. Like let me not call them Wash. We was trying to get Ivo. We got T-Mac. That started that Wash shit. Then Blake Griffin.
Yeah.
Who else we get?
We had
washed?
Ben Gordon before T-Mac, I think.
Bro, but look at all the players we let go or didn't take. We had Chris Middleton before he won the ring. We had Tobias Harris and let him go.
Even KCP turned up after he left.
KCP in the championship right now 2 times. He went with the Lakers. Now he with Denver.
But the argument is when you're on a good ass team, anybody can look good type shit. Like that's the argument, right? Because like if you get more opportunity.
All right, I'm gonna break it down one way. I'm gonna show you this last way. Pistons right now, we got Cade, Ivy, Durant. Everybody right now we drafted. You get what I'm saying? Look at the Boston Celtics. They in one of the best teams right now. Everybody they drafted. You feel me? Milwaukee Bucks. Middleton was his trade, but everybody else they drafted. Golden State drafted everybody. You know what I'm saying? If you don't take the time to grow with these 19-year-old players who can't buy a fucking drink, you know what I'm saying? Like, you get these players so early, it's like if we give up on Cade. Do you understand Cade can't walk in the club? You feel me? Like, he's a kid. By the time he get a beard and he's 25 years old, we should have a solid team like Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown and them. And that's all they did was grow with their players. Golden State, all they did was grow with their players. Steph Curry, Klay Thompson, you grow with them and now you getting rings. Now you got the opportunity. But if you're not growing with your players and you trying to reach for trades and shit, and I hope the NBA paying attention. Look at the Phoenix Suns. You know what I'm saying? Y'all stuck with Devin Booker and shit. Boom, you added a couple more pieces. Now y'all glowing. But you got to stick with your core. You know what I mean?
Man,
that shit is important.
That's some insight for the fucking league, bro. I got a friend that plays overseas. I got my friend Dabo from Big Squad. He plays overseas too. You familiar with Dabo?
Dabo a legend, bro.
Yeah,
damn.
He still plays with us, but like, man, he's like, it's so funny watching him play with everybody because he's obviously like this
They both
windmill
one of the best
dunker.
niggas in Detroit for sure.
Oh, for sure.
For sure.
But he's so humble. Like, you don't even see him out here like doing any type of
Mm-hmm.
shit, but just like playing like, you know.
And they both play for you know, Detroit got a team in this league called the TBL.
Mm.
You heard of that shit? It's like this professional league now. It's supposed to be trying to replace the G League. You know what I'm
Really?
saying? Yeah, bro. You can come play in Detroit and get like 6 racks a month, bro.
Oh wow.
You feel me?
So that's what Dabo's a part of now.
Yeah, we played on the team together.
Oh,
I
cool.
got kicked off in 2 games. Feel me? But Dabo for sure is averaging like a double on that bitch, like 12 rebounds. You feel me? He killing and that shit. He just signed to Chile from that fucking league. You feel me?
Yeah.
Type shit.
Damn.
All you need is some footage and shit.
Whoo.
That shit wild.
This was a fun talk, man.
Man, I enjoyed it, bro.
Is there anything you want to talk about before we sign off? Sure,
You think
man.
you got some clips?
Yeah, hell yeah. No, we're gonna load this thing up, man. That was like a 2-hour talk, probably. Appreciate you being a part of this, Diego, man. Come back, keep us updated. Let us know how the music's working out, man.
Yeah,
You
appreciate
got a lot
it.
of projects that hit 10 plus, so you know when you're consistently hitting 10 plus, that means you got something. You know what I'm saying? It's just about continuously getting more exposure and getting out there. Appreciate you being a part of this. We're at Parallel Sound Studios, Memorial Day, High Low Visuals and Shooting These Productions. We're out. Peace.
My God.
That's fire.